I'm here to discuss the third week of questions. First, I will unpack the construction of white and black female sexuality and give my insights. Then I will unpack Cardi B's Wife, a music video, and finally ask questions. Relton and Watson discuss culture metaphors of racial identity in Volume 5 of their book, Feminist Media Studies. By comparing the construction of black and white female representations in music TV, many differences can be seen. For example, the text mentions that white women's bodies are purer and they are seen as products of civilization, while black women's sexuality is overall present on their hips and considered rude and animal-like. I find that the music industry is more interested in selling women's bodies for profit, and those music videos often feature some sexist and racially sexist figures. People comment on the badness of black music and dance. It is heavily reposted and parodied in major software like TikTok, YouTube, and other sites. This brings us to the issue of intellectual property rights raised by Johnson, and what has been questioned a lot after its release. But despite this, we can see that many viewers are competing to imitate it and have started a web challenge in TikTok. The fundamental reasons for this is that black people are really rich in creativity, especially in hip-hop music, and this cannot be separated from their historical background about the topic of racism. Okay, what's on the screen is a music video released by Cardi B in 2020, and I want to speak my mind based on the scene and lyrics. This is a very bold music video. The beginning of the video is a mansion with a stone sculpture of Cardi B with fat brides. The brides of the stone sculpture are rotating fountains. The doors of the castle open and the camera enters. The entire space full of sexual innuendo. But this is other strong praise of female sexual organs and sexual desire. In fact, we can see many hip-hop songs with many male singers often flaunting their sexuality in the lyrics, but almost no comments pointing the finger at male singers. They distort women's authenticity and equally in the media. Will fostering gender bias to market their music and personalize their brand. This music video by Cardi B has received a lot of abuse incidents. Gender is a huge cultural barrier that stands in the way. They want women to act out sexual appeals under their own manipulation and conversion, not also mostly initiated. I think this is where web brings an important societal reflection. You can see the prices of male sexual organs in the lyrics, and a part of the audience showed their disgust. But this is not a reason for us to criticize and abuse. This is an important milestone in the transformation of male culture to female culture. The song shows the power of women. Studies have pointed out that sexual content in hip-hop is more likely to dwarf sexual objects than other genres of music. And that music with a tendency to use such music is more often produced by male artists. So I was thinking about the question of whether the criticism of the song wife really has nothing to do with the genre of singer. Talking about sex only become a pot of water when people find out that women are free to talk about it. It's more like militant sexism. In watching the music video, there is a male voice mechanically repeating, "There is a hole in the house" in the background, which is like the reality of a male-dominated society. I think that both the lyrics and the images are actually speaking to the male desire for women, who they see as sexual objects rather than active participants. The video features mostly black women who boldly show their bodies and make a statement about the new era belonging to black women through the music video. In fact, when it comes to the topic of racism, the first thing that comes to mind is Black Lives Matter, Black Movement, which I believe is not just a slogan, but a strong desire projected by all of humanity for racial and cultural equality and freedom. The video compares human emotions, stories, and imagination into just a few minutes of listening and visual experiences, and reflects the spirit and will of an era. In this music video, Cardi B conveys the altitude of black women, embracing racial diversity, cultural diversity, and female diversity. So the final question I want to raise is whether we can actually create a music video that the public recognize as being about sex and race, or how to eliminate gender-based through music videos, especially gender-based in the behavior of black women.